Out of all
That was
those,
cool. That almost made up for the Speedo.
Out of all those shows, was that your favorite set to work on then? Because of the car? Or which one did you prefer?
Probably, yeah. That was. I mean, you're around all the Baywatch people,
Right.
too.
Oh my
So I'd
gosh,
imagine
that was kind of cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then we got to go soaps, Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless, yeah. That one I played. I was really young. I think I played. It was like a flashback. I played like the young version of a character named Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, a lot about the show. I'm sure that's an established character, but I was young Hunt.
Young Hunt.
Young Hunt.
So we were. I mean, we went on a million auditions. Was there any show that you were up for you didn't get that you were like, I wanted that part?
Oh, there were a million. I tested for like Erie, Indiana.
I did Erie.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, you beat me, man.
Well, you probably were up for Omri's part.
Yeah,
For Marshall.
I tested for that one. I want to say I tested for Dawson's Creek.
You did.
Yeah.
Wow.
There were some obviously there were some pilots that we did that
Sure.
I wish would have gone that never went. Yeah, like even after I came back from the boy band, we did this pilot. It was the Paul Rodriguez show.
Oh wow.
And I actually got to be the cool guy. I got to be. He had like this sporting goods store called Cruise Control.
Okay.
Because his last name in the show was Cruise.
Uh-huh.
And I played like the cute guy that worked there. And I had like bleach blonde hair at the time, and it was that was fun times. But yeah, no, there were a ton of stuff. There was a ton of stuff that I auditioned for that I didn't get, that I ended up seeing, go on. And
All of us.
it's just how it is, man.
It's the game.
That's how it is. That's
It's
the game.
One of the most amazing parts you did early on was Hercules, the
Yeah.
Disney animated movie.
That was a big deal, man. Like that at the time, across anything I'd ever done, that was the biggest thing I'd ever done. I
That
mean, I
was
get to be a
huge.
prince
Yeah.
in a Disney movie.
That's
It's-
amazing.
I mean, it was before he grows up and everything, but it still counts. It's
Very
still,
cool.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, being a part of like Disney lore.
Absolutely.
In the 90s, 2D animated.
Absolutely.
cartoon was crazy.
The classics.
The classics, yeah.
Yeah, back when they were still doing 2D. I really hope they go back to it. Like,
Oh.
I miss all that.
they'll
I miss the
never-
look.
They're not going to do it.
I mean, see, that
We
would be
love
something
2D.
Yeah,
where,
we love
like,
2D.
yeah, no, I would love
The
for them to do
hand-drawn
it.
2D stuff was amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cool. And then you did Ghostbusters. You did
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet,
Yeah, Back to the
New
Future.
Kids on the Block
The New Kids on the
series.
Block
I
series,
did
New Kids on the
guest
Block.
Those are all like little one shots.
Yeah.
Back to the Future, I was a series regular. I was Jules Brown in that, and that's actually a really fun show. And they included on the Blu-ray for when you get the trilogy Blu-ray,
yeah.
you also get the
Cool.
the show.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's a great show. Like I found it and I was like, oh, let's see if my kids will watch it. And I was watching it. I was like, you know what? This still holds up. This is
What was
still.
the plot? Like, what was the...
It was, I guess it would take place after 3. The kids are a little bit older.
Okay.
The train and the DeLorean are both still there.
Gotcha.
But it's just random stuff. But they also go to these historical times, and so there's an element of exploring historical events from this humorous point of view.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Super. And at the beginning and end, it was Dan Castellaneta that was actually stepping in to play Doc Brown. However, in the beginning and the end, it was bookended by a live action segment, which was actually Chris Lloyd. And along with Chris Lloyd was his mute lab assistant, who was a very young Bill Nye.
No way.
Yeah, Bill Nye was like the teller to his pen. And, like he
That's
never
great.
spoke, he just did the stuff.
So wait,
And
I'm confused. If he didn't speak and he was a voiceover in a cartoon.
No, this was in the live action.
Oh, the live
segment.
action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a live action Bill Nye.
I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That sounds like the easiest job ever.
Right? Yeah, you go do a voiceover, you just sit there.
Beep beep beep.
Yep.
Nothing.
So yeah, there was that, and
All right,
then there
that
was
makes
Peter Pan and the Pirates, which I did with Jason Marsden.
Nice.
I'm sure you know.
We had Marsden on. We love Marsden.
Yeah, I love
the
Marsden.
best.
And
By the way, he was in Erie with me.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Peter Parker and the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, one of the greatest shows ever.
my favorite.
Really, your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite. For
What
sure.
What about it made you your favorite?
I have been a Spider-Man fan since I was a little kid. It was the first comic book I ever read. It's been the only one that I've semi-consistently read into adulthood. He's just my favorite character. I relate to him on so many levels. Like Spectacular Spider-Man was basically me just kind of reliving my geeky high schoolness, just without the powers. But the thing is that I always felt like I kind of had a double life like Peter, because when I went to school, I like whatever you get pegged as a freshman, that's who you are for your entire high school career. There's very little you could do to change that. And I was short, I was not popular, I was awkward, I was not athletic, I was a nerd. And that's who I was. And I got bullied relentlessly.
Yeah.
But outside of school, I hung out with you. I hung out with a whole different group of people who didn't think of me that way. I was like cool around all you guys.
Right.
And I felt confident. So I always felt like that was my Spider-Man time where like I could go and I could be confident, I could have a good time, but every single day I would still have to go back home and go to school and get shit on.
So you were acting and then you would go to school and you weren't considered like the cool kid from acting?
No, that doesn't help you out, man.
No,
Kids are
ruthless.
ruthless.
Like in Indiana,
Dude,
you would have been like
ruthless.
the coolest kids ever.
Dude, if anything, it makes you more of a target because it's
Really?
like, oh, you think you're better than us? You think
For
you're
sure.
so cool
Oh,
because
I
you
got
do all of
bullied
that
too.
stuff.
It's terrible.
It's awful.
That's insane.
It's
to me.
awful. They're always looking for a way to cut you down.
Yeah, kids are the meanest.
They really are.
They're
but
the
still,
worst.
Teenagers
like-
can be horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
would never have thought that.
But I felt like Peter Parker.
That's a really
like that was
that's
like
a very
cool.
cool story. Great
when
analogy.
I was playing him, that was pretty much what I was doing. I was just like, okay, what did it feel like in high school? There we go. Let's do it.
And the show was, I mean, it's still a cult classic.
Yeah.
Amazing show. It's supposed to have a longer run. What
Yeah,
happened
it was
with
planned out for 5 seasons. Greg Weisman, who created Gargoyles and Young Justice, was our showrunner
Wow.
and creator. It was supposed to go on for 5 seasons. He basically had structured it so that every single each season was going to be a year from his high school career, and then the last season was going to culminate with him graduating. And we just had bad timing. We had bad luck. Like when it first came out, it was on Kids WB, and it was a ratings hit. Everybody loved the show. And then right around the time that we were kind of in post-production for our second season, Disney bought Marvel.